Welcome back to the David's Door podcast. Now I have a question. What if life isn't happening to you, but it's actually reflecting you? Have you ever heard the term where life is a mirror? Life is the reflection. And ask yourself, what if the version of life that you're looking at right now is actually a reflection of your past self? That kind of blew my mind. So think about that for a second. Is life a mirror? Are you looking at your past self right now? We're going to dive deeper into that. So if you're feeling stuck, if things feel stuck in your life, if you feel like things are changing very slowly, or if you end up doubting yourself all the time, this video is built specifically for you. So life is a mirror. This is the concept we're talking about today. This is something I live by and I've found truth in for me and my path and my life. So life is a mirror. Was it mirroring the inner world? The source. You might have heard source, whatever. Some call it God. What's inside you, the source, is reflecting out here. So the source is your inner world and the outer world is the reflection, the mirror. So let me ask you this. Have you ever looked into a mirror? Don't say no. Okay, yes, I know you've looked into a mirror at least once in your life. Now, if you stand there and you look at the mirror and you wait for your reflection to smile, is it going to? No. No, the quick, easy answer is no. No, the reflection doesn't smile unless I smile. Interesting. Now let's apply this to life. You smile first, and then the reflection smiles back. You change first, and then the outer world changes to match. We're going to dive deeper. The outer world is always showing what's already been created internally. It's already showing you what is there and where you're at. So it's not creating your state of being. It's not creating your life. It's revealing where you're at internally. So your external life is showing you where you're at internally. So you're not even reacting to reality. When you're playing this game, when you're interacting, you're not even reacting to reality. You're reacting to a reflection. Take a deep breath and really sit with that for a minute. So maybe you've been working on yourself, but life just still looks the same. Or you've been trying to think differently and act differently, but nothing seems to fall into place. You don't seem to get aligned. Nothing really clicks. This is because most people, are checking for the outside confirmation. But remember the mirror side here. The outside hasn't caught up yet. So many people end up falling back into old patterns. Now we're going to talk about why it takes a second for the outside world to match your inside world. But many people don't see the change quick enough, fast enough, or whatever, based off their judgment, and they end up falling back into these old patterns and they start becoming their past self again. Have you ever felt that, where it feels like you're becoming the old version of you? It's kind of like you're falling back. But that's because that's what you're seeing. That's what's being reflected outwardly. We're going to dive deeper into this too, because when you're going into this reflection, what's reflecting outwardly, if it's feeling like old patterns, it's because you're walking the same path over and over again. I have a video called Breaking the Loop, how to break the loop or break the patterns that are keeping you stuck, that I just uploaded on my podcast. You can find that there. And that's how to break out of the loop. But if you're noticing a loop, if you're noticing that, it's because they're introducing you to moments or opportunities to make new decisions to change direction. But why does the outer world take so long to change? It's because the inner world, the source, is an instant thing, because it's who you are being. Who you are being can change in an instant. It's all up to you. It's your inner world. When I smile, the mirror smiles, but first I must smile, and I smile exactly when I smile. That's the inner world. Now the outer world, the 3D, the experience that we're having here, this is time-based. There's a lot happening here. This is a time-based system. We are experiencing this life through time. You're just shifting internally in a moment, but the outer world needs to play it out like a story, like a narration, like a book. So when you think about it like that, think, how long can you act out? Not act out as a character, as a mask, but as the version of you that's already living in that life. Now, to act that out, you're going to have to go through growth, challenges, alignment. You're going to have to learn to let go, and you're going to have to focus on becoming a version of yourself that is able to exist in the reality you see, in the quote-unquote desired reality. So the delay between who you are inwardly and outwardly matching is not actually a punishment. It's not meant to be something negative. It's actually the process of becoming that version of yourself. In Buddhism, they talk about the root of pain. Root of all desire is pain. I always get it mixed up. It's either the root of pain is desire, or the fact is, desiring something creates pain. Because to desire it means that you don't have it, which means you must become a version of yourself that can exist in it, which requires you to become a different version of yourself, which requires being forged, going through the fire, being sharpened, being chiseled, whatever it is that you want to use for you being shaped into the version of yourself you must become for that reality. So you're in the process of becoming the version of you that lives in that reality. So this isn't something like we just get a new life. You're not going to just get a new life. You actually become the version of yourself that lives the new life. For example, confidence. Maybe the version of you that's living that life is more confident, which means you're going to be confronted with situations that are testing your confidence to help you strengthen it, to help you become more confident, a higher version of yourself. Which means all those challenges that come up that test your confidence are literally there to help you level up. Peace. Maybe you're a much more peaceful person in this aligned version of you. So chaos is going to have to show up to show you the areas of your life where you haven't found that balance, that peace. And you're going to have to learn to sit in peace even in chaotic moments. Maybe you're trying to build more self-worth. Does this feel relatable? I get you here. You're going to need to learn how to set boundaries, which means there's going to be a lot of attempts to cross your boundaries. And you're going to have to learn how to set them and how to hold them to build your self-worth. And now we're just talking about confidence, peace, and self-worth. You could be working on any aspect of your life. Whatever it is that you're going to be building this character that you are into, whatever the life is that you're going to be stepping into, becoming a more aligned version of yourself. Again, you don't have to do anything anyone tells you to do. Do what feels aligned to you. Go find that beautiful life that feels authentic to you. You know, if you've been always told your whole life to be a doctor, but you never really wanted to be a doctor, nothing about you enjoys it, it's just about the money, free yourself. There's tons of other ways to make money. It might be different. It might be something that's completely unique that people will doubt you for. But there's other ways. And you can live a much more peaceful life. Maybe you don't need a whole 3, 4, 5 bedroom house, 2, 3 stories with a basement and a huge garage and a ton of maintenance on the lawn. Like, it's up to you. I mean, to me, having a house is just way too much. It's just a lot. I enjoy the trailer life as a nomad. But life isn't denying you anything when you're trying to change. It's not denying you anything. What it is it's shaping you with the challenges necessary for you to level up in the areas of your life that are going to help you live that aligned version of yourself. Really think about this. This is a mirror, which means inwardly, if you shift into that version of you, you're like, hey, I'm confident, I am strong, I am peaceful. Okay. The outward reality is going to start in time presenting you with opportunities to prove this to yourself. To just, hey, let's see. You feel more confident? Here's some tests of your confidence. Ooh, you held up good there. Tests get a little more intense until your confidence is strong. And you're the version of yourself you dreamed of being. It takes time. It takes pain. It takes fire. It takes a willingness to push through the darkness, because it gets hard. We're shaped in the fire. We're shaped in the darkness. A light doesn't shine during the day. Not its best. A light shines its best in the dark. A light shines its best in the dark, which means your challenges arise to teach you how to shine at your brightest. So stop checking the mirror, the 3D reality, for approval. Don't look outside for the validation that you're growing, that you're evolving. Don't look outside. Like, outside of you, outside these eyes. Inwardly is where you're going to be. This is the past. This is the reflection of who you are. Okay. So ask yourself these things. Who am I being right now? Ask yourself this. Who am I being right now? Are you being the best version of yourself? Whatever that is to you. I can't tell you what the best version of you is. You know what the best version of you is, because you are the only you here, and you're the only one that can judge you for being the best you. You know where you can improve. You know where you could change. You know which habits you could let go of. You know what doubts to work through. You know, it's just, it's too hard. It's too hard, it hurts. This is just who I am. All right, whatever limits you want to apply to yourself, you can change. You absolutely can. You're the only person who thinks you can't. Well, I mean, hey, a lot of people are going to try and doubt you, because when you start changing, I'm going to be honest with you, there's going to be a lot of people who challenge you, who are like, nah, you're still the old you. And they're going to challenge you. Don't worry about them. Again, they're just reinforcing who you're becoming. So ask yourself, who am I being right now? And what am I feeding internally? Which, you might hear the two wolves. Which wolf do you feed? The one that leads you or the one that tears you down? Which one do you feed? Those associate to your thoughts. Like, do you listen to the thoughts that tear you down? Do you do the actions that don't move you forward? Do you do the actions that hold you back? Do you have habits that you know are holding you back, but you just won't let go of because you're comfortable making those decisions? They just feel natural and easy to you, even though you know they're holding you back. So ask yourself again, who am I being right now? What am I feeding internally about myself, inside you? And then you just need to trust the process. Be the version of you know you need to be in the area where you want to be, to go to the life that you want to create. And then let life catch up. You can't rush the story. It's a narration. This is a book. This is a movie we're living. Yes, maybe you have a goal, an outcome that you're ready for, and you want to become this version of yourself. Good for you. Hell yeah. Now you gotta wait for the story to play out. The confidence to be built. The peace to be cultivated. The awareness to be strengthened. And that requires fire. That requires forging. That requires going through change, which is painful. But once you can accept this, it makes everything much more possible. So don't rush your story. Don't rush your story. Be as you are, and life will begin to match you once you start letting go of the filters of your past life. And again, if you want to break patterns, watch my break pattern episode. I got a little bit more left of this before I move forward. I want to say check out davidsdoor.com, which is my website. I have a book that dives really deep in helping you transform your life towards a more aligned, purposeful presence. I don't even know how to say it. Just almost a magical way of life, because you just need to learn how to be you unapologetically. That is it. Just be who you are, as you are, and let life catch up. Strengthen your character traits, like a video game. Like you're upgrading your charisma, you're upgrading your luck, you're upgrading your skills, your whatever. Your human character just needs to go through the certain things to develop and grow, to be able to live the life that you are envisioning. And again, go to davidsdoor.com. That's my website. I got jewelry, art. This is one of my art pieces here. But I have my book, The Door to You, which is really easy to read, ADHD friendly, and it's built specifically for this type of topic. If you want my emails every week, I send out emails for every new episode of the podcast, and a little bit of a personal message that I send out every weekend. You'll find that linked down below in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, or you can find it on my Instagram and TikTok, link in my bio. Thank you. We're moving forward. So I just want to remind you that you're not stuck. If you feel like things just aren't moving, you're not stuck. You're just looking at an old reflection. You're looking at an old reflection. You just need to change the one within, the you. The you and the outside reflects. So don't wait for your life to shift, because your life isn't gonna shift. Your life is waiting for you to become the version of you that creates the life, that reflects that life. It's waiting for you to become who you are. Okay, who you're pretending to be right now. If you have a dream of something quote unquote better, greater than where you're at now, you're not being yourself. You're being a dulled down version of you that's been shaped by the world, and you can break that. I do encourage you, if this video helped you at all, if it helped you see things differently, definitely make sure you hit the follow button here on YouTube or Spotify, wherever you're listening to this. Don't forget to like it, share it with somebody who might find it useful, because this mirror can get dirty. It can get smudged. It can get greasy. There can be certain parts that are blocked off. We just don't see ourselves. It feels like life is just completely alien to us. And like a supercomputer, we are supercomputers. You're a supercomputer. I hope you know that. You're awesome. Can only process information that is received. You could take the best computer in all of existence and give it one piece of data. Let's say like 10, the number 10. Like, I just give this computer the number 10. It only knows the number 10. No matter how intelligent this computer is, or how strong or super powerful this computer is, its only piece of data is the number 10. So if I say, how many people are in the world? It'll say 10, because that's all it knows. It's wrong, but that's all it knows, you know? So to it, it's right. And that's us, supercomputers, doing the best with the information that we're processing, with the information we're receiving. And by watching this podcast, by listening to this information that I'm presenting to you, you are now processing new information through your supercomputer mind. That's going to start breaking old thought patterns. It's going to start introducing new waves of thought, new ideas of how to live life, how to approach things in your current moment, your current reality. And by testing these things out and seeing what works for you, again, this is just stuff that's worked for me. Seeing the world like this, being able to comprehend it like this and understand it like this, has caused massive shifts in my life. And I say this as somebody, again, who's been homeless, in and out of foster care, sleeping in laundry rooms, on couches. You know, there's much more to the story. I don't want to say I had the worst life in the world, but it definitely wasn't a life where I was handed anything. And going from that to being able to live all my dreams out day by day. Content creator full-time for the past 6 years. I built a business that is my main income for a long time. I travel full-time in a trailer around the US. I have my fiance, who's literally the dream. Like, I have my dream dog. I do pretty much everything I ever dreamt. I wrote a book. I created some music. I've done I had to learn how to re-dream. How to set new goals higher than I ever thought I'd be. I thought it would be a lifetime to reach the goals that I'm at now. But the thing is, that's just us pushing it off to justify not doing the work. It can happen. It can happen as soon as you're willing to be who you need to be to live that life. And that life will slowly start presenting itself to you. There's just obstacles you're going to learn how to conquer. Different stats that you're going to have to learn how to grow. Confidence, strength, inner belief, self-worth, these types of things. So always remember that you are most of the time reacting to your past, not your present. Because your present is what you're being, and your past is what the world is showing you. So as you're evolving, as you're growing, you're looking at your growth. You're looking at your transformation in the mirror. Remember, the reflection doesn't smile until you do. And you're going to say, oh man, so I got to think positively all the time. Yes, that's literally the key. If you're depressed, think positive. Change the thoughts. You know you can. Think about a blue elephant right now. Yeah, you're thinking about a blue elephant. If I can put a thought in your head, you can put a thought in your head. If I can put a thought in your head, you can put a thought in your head. So whenever those negative thoughts, those doubtful thoughts, those thoughts that are just self-destructive pop up, just replace it. And it sounds, again, it always sounds easier said than done. I totally understand that. But that's the practice. You get better at this. To become that version of you that lives there, you get better at this. Replace those thoughts. Listen to the ones that bring you up, that enlighten you, that empower you, that strengthen you, that drive you. These are the thoughts that are going to help you forge yourself into the version of you that can live that life that you visualize for you. Clean the mirror off. Let go of the doubts. Let go of the fears. Let go of the judgments. Look at it as it is, reflecting where you are. And whatever you're feeling, it's inviting you to confront those moments so that you can strengthen yourself and move forward, make new decisions, break those old habits and patterns. And again, I really encourage you, if you haven't watched my pattern breaking episode, how to break the patterns that in your life that are keeping you stuck. If you feel like you're looping, watch that video. It's from last week. It's only like 2 episodes behind this one. But you are so close. If you're watching this, if this information is resonating with your heart, with your mind, if it just feels like it was meant for you, because it is. It is. This is life-changing information that I wish I learned sooner. I had to figure it out the hard way, which is okay. Which is alright. I'm happy I did, because now I get to go through it. I understand it. I live through it. I live by it. I live from it. And now I get to explain this to you so that you can bring it into your life without needing to learn those hard lessons or those horrible repeated patterns over and over and over and over and over again. I don't want you to have to get to the super dark spots where you're standing at the edge. You know? I do think it is one of those things that a lot of people, especially depending on how big your dreams are, how far you want to go, some people might need to get to that edge. But I want you to know the edge is just there to show you. It's not there to end anything. It's just there to show you where you're at so that you can know which way to go. Like, oh, I'm walking this direction. Oh, geez, it's bringing me to the edge. Time to switch out the thoughts, the habits, the patterns, change direction, pivot, and here we go. Clean the mirror. Work inwardly. Stop judging the outward world so much. We love to blame the outward world for the way we are. But the thing is, the way you are is the way you're being. And now that you know this, it's you. You're in control. It's now your time. You can't sit here and say, oh, I wish I knew. You know now. You know now. You've probably already known for quite a while. But this is one of those episodes now where I'm at the end of this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share this thing. This information needs to hit more people like you. There's absolutely no reason you should be going through your life without a vision and without cultivating your own inner world, your own inner strength, your own inner love, your self-worth, building boundaries that you know are strong but also respectful of you. This life is waiting for you to become who you are because you're the missing piece. P-E-A-C-E. You're the missing piece. Find your inner peace, and your peace will fit right in. You're one of the pieces of the puzzle. So cultivate this. Focus on this. This is here for you. Thank you for listening. Now go out and do the work for yourself. Don't judge the mirror, alright? Focus inwardly. Smile now so that the mirror will smile back. I hope you found this useful. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Every Tuesday and Friday at 5 p.m. EST. I'm going to say as always again because this is just the way it flows. As always, stay awesome. All love. I'll see you in the next one.